We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight we've got a good matchup in store between the Miami Marlins and the New York Mets. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Marcus Stroman will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan, any thoughts?
Marcus Stroman, not a real big guy. First-round draft pick out of Duke University. Good power sinker, 92 to 94 miles an hour. His slider is good. Will throw an occasional curveball and changeup. His best trait, ultimate competitor.
Standing in, Jonathan Villar.
Leading off.
He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Jonathan Villar.
Hit hard down the line. This gets foul. It's 0-1.
First pitch, 7-10.
Now here's the pitch. Belted high and deep into right center. Marisnick going back. And this one will bounce into the wall. And the Marlins have something cooking. It's a leadoff double.
Now that is the way you want to start a game on the road. He comes out swinging and stands at second as the first base runner of the night. Now we'll see if his teammates can pick him up and if they can punch first.
At the plate, Miguel Rojas, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they've been playing better than 500 baseball of late, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, we had a saying in Texas, hit or get left behind. And that's exactly what this team did in their last game. Scored a bunch of runs, but good approach at the plate, working the ball to all gaps. Line to line, this team swung the bats well. I'm going to be looking for that again in this one.
Grounded back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit, and not in time as the run scores.
Hey, nice way to start a new series, D-Roll. The thing you want to do is try to score early. It's always nice to win the first game of a series.
Yeah, they're coming out swinging right here, trying to set the tone and let everybody breathe a deep sigh of relief. Hopefully get this first game under our belt.
Into the box now, Corey Dickerson. And he's hoping to get things going at the plate. It's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. First delivery to him on the way. High fly ball out to straightaway center. After it is Marisnick. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. And here's how the visiting Miami Marlins will line up in this one. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, definitely watch out for Corey Dickerson. This guy hit over 300 last year, and man, it was impressive. Just hitting over 300 is really something special to look at. He's a consistent hitter. I love watching his approach. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He'll be there again this year if he continues to stay within himself.
And he'll make it in easily at second, as I'd imagine that'll be scored a passed ball.
Yeah, and as we take another look at this pitch is on the outer half of the plate. The catcher doesn't know whether to backhand it or not, and it just skips off his glove for the pass ball. He'll be upset with himself about that one, no doubt.
Fouled off. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane of the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. Sent out to straightaway center field. Marisnick is there, 2 gone.
That is it. The third baseman, Brian Anderson.
At the plate, Brian Anderson. And the Marlins looking for more in the game's opening frame. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. Comes set, the 0-1. Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Earl Hendricks.
Hey, D-Row, Earl Hendricks, he's not a guy that gets a lot of complaints by either players or pitchers. He's a pretty good umpire.
Yeah, Dan, Earl's got a great track record in his sport. He's pretty consistent, and overall, he's been a fair umpire.
Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Marlins forced to settle for one. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the Marlins 1 and the Mets nothing. Caleb Smith is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Marlins. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matty, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's really struggled lately. ERA over 9 in his last 3 starts, and he has to do a lot better. This guy isn't that bad of a pitcher, but one of the keys, he needs to start limiting the number of hits and to limit the number of base on balls. It'll be interesting to see if he can turn things around in this one here today.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. High and deep to left center field. Back goes Joyce to the track. A leap at the wall, but forget it. It's gone. A home run. A solo home run for Ahmed Rosario. Home run number 5 on the year as the Mets have come back to tie things at 1.
Man, you could see the center fielder tracking the ball the entire way. He thought he had it, and he might tell you he should have had it, but he just couldn't bring it back into the yard. Sometimes it's a game of inches, folks.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. No outs, nobody on. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Ooh, wait, that was an ugly swing. I'm sure he's not going to watch that one on replay after the game.
A ball and 2 strikes now.
Boy, he sped him up in this at-bat. Now it's time for the changeup. This guy's got a good one, and he hasn't thrown it yet in this at-bat.
And he got him.
Boy, there's the perfect pitch right there, the straight changeup. He hadn't used it yet in this at-bat, and what does he do? He uses it, pulls the string, and gets the big strikeout.
So here's Pete Alonso, as he'll get out ahead of a changeup and swing through it for strike 1. Guys, this Marlins ball club, as they begin play here tonight, they've been playing better than .500 baseball of late, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, this is a classic case of hitting is contagious. They scored a bunch of runs last game, and this team is flying high right now. There's a fight at the bat rack.
Alonso is a prolific power hitter, and you probably didn't need me to tell you that. Doesn't matter what kind of pitching he faces, there's a lot of pop in that bat. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. In his career versus this pitcher, not great. He's 1 for 8. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. 1 out, nobody on. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. But this will wind up foul as he runs the count full now. There's ball 4.
And And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up, or he can really hurt you.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Michael Conforto, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. First pitch of the at-bat. Alonso, base runner at first with one out. And he lays off for ball one. Lays off the slider that time. 2-1. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
And he misses again here. It's ball four. And that's back-to-back walks here with one away.
Well, it's obvious he wanted absolutely no part of the 3 or 4 hole hitters. But he's got to focus here because this guy in the 5 hole is just as dangerous.
Now to the plate, Wilson Ramos. And the Mets with an opportunity for more damage here in the first. From the belt, the pitch.
Ball, that's it.
First and second now, one man out. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. The 1-1 home. Misses for the second ball.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
I think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. Hit in the air out to left field. Dickerson's there. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Batting 6. No right fielder.
With a moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, Michael Conforto has been a big piece for them. He had over 90 RBIs last year. What a great season, but I think he could do even better. His goal this year, I think it's got to be 100 runs batted in. He's that kind of a hitter.
Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. The set and the 1-0. In the dirt here. The runners will hold, but meanwhile the count moves to 2-0. Line towards center field. Joyce will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. But the Mets are able to square things up on this solo home run. Second inning coming up, all even at 1 apiece. Here's Matt Joyce now.
Leading off for the Marlins, the center fielder, Matt Joyce.
First pitch on its way. Down the left field line and deep. And this will wind up a foul ball. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1.
I know he buried that slider in right there, but that's a dangerous pitch. If he doesn't pot commit, and bury that inside. It leaks out over the plate. He can get hurt with that pitch.
Good pitch there. Had him a little out in front.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Oh. 3-2 now. Harold Ramirez is on deck. The 3-2 pitch. And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
And don't forget, he lost his last time out, so he wants to get off on the right foot here. The last thing he wanted was to walk the leadoff man.
Now at the plate, Harold Ramirez. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. He's set. Here it comes.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
He's running. Ripped down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. And he's safe.
Dan, after that base hit, he's extended his hit streak to 9 games, and you know he wants double digits.
Oh, there's no question about it. Listen, anybody can get a 9-game hitting streak, but when you call your buddies or send out a text message and say, hey, I'm about in double digits, so 9 games is nothing to sneeze at, but he'd love to get it to 10.
Standing in now, Jorge Alfaro. Now a check swing, and they'll appeal it down to first. He did go around, says Woody Keller at strike 1. Has a look, now the pitch. Shatters the bat as this is hit on the ground. A play at the plate, and not in time as the run scores.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Into the box now, Caleb Smith. And they indeed want the pitcher to move his runners as he puts this one down. The second for 1. Throw on to first won't be in time, so they just get the 1 there.
Now batting, the second baseman, Jonathan Villar.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Jonathan Villar. And their runners at the corners now. He's ready. Here's the first offering. In there, strike 1.
Hey, it's nearly impossible to turn 2 with a guy that can run like this. It's even harder when he comes out of the box hitting from the left side. You really need something tailor-made to even have a chance to get him at first.
Behind 0-2 now. Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
At the plate now, Miguel Rojas. He swings and grounds it to short. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. Marlins forced to settle for one. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. It's the Marlins 2 and the Mets 1. J.D. Davis the next to bat.
Leading up for the Mets, the third baseman, J.D. Davis.
First offering on its way. Hit on the ground out to short. Reined in. And the throw to first is in time. One gone.
Batting it.
Check out the Miami Marlins on defense. And guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
Here's Jake Marisnick. A shot down the first baseline. Now here's the pitch. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control. 0-2.
Wow, great pitch right there, right? Changing speeds. How about that straight changeup? How about that swing? Howdy, if you're waving at me.
Swung on in the dirt. Strike 3. And the throw is made to record the second out of the inning.
Good job of getting him to chase the ball in the dirt right there. Hey, also credit the catcher for keeping it close and finishing it off with a good throw to first. That's harder than it looks, but big league catchers make it look easy sometimes.
So here's the Mets pitcher, Marcus Stroman. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss at a first pitch changeup. 0-1.
Classic case of the front shoulder flying open on that off speed. Needs to stay compact and stay in the big part of the field.
Popped up. Cooper is there, and the side is retired. Mets go down 1-2-3. Our score remains 2-1. All set for the start of the inning. Stepping up now, Corey Dickerson. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Corey Dickerson.
First pitch of the at-bat. Down the third baseline, but this is foul for the first strike. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Pulled toward right center field. After it is Marisnick. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Garrett Cooper.
Now in the box, Garrett Cooper. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Pitch on the way. Late that time for a strike. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. Sinker, and this one's over as well. 0-2 now. Little too much bite on the slider that time, taken outside.
Classic strikeout pitch right there on 0-2. It's the one we know he loves going to, but great recognition to lay off in that spot.
Good job going down and hanging with it that time. Another 1-2 delivery. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats and left. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes, so it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Into the box, Brian Anderson. 1 ball, no strikes, the count. Now the 1-0.
Ball.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
The 2-1 home. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
This is a good at-bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
The center fielder, number 7, Matt.
Into the box now, Matt Joyce. He scored after reaching on a walk in his first at-bat. From the belt, kicks and deals. Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
A runner on first with 2 away. 2-1.
That's outside.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
All even now, 2-2. From the stretch, little chopper back to the mound. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. So no runs here, no hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Marlins on top, 2-1. So it's back to the top of the order now, and up next will be the shortstop, Ahmed Rosario.
Yeah, that last one wasn't exactly a tape measure shot, but listen, a home run is a home run. I know a lot of pitchers, they call that a wall scraper in his last AB, but listen, it counts as a home run nonetheless.
I have no problem with that pitch right there. He was definitely getting confident in the box. He had just gone deep his previous at bat. Maybe he started leaning out over the plate a little bit too much.
2 balls and a strike to Ahmed Rosario.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
The 2-1 home. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Right fielder giving chase. He's there and records the first out.
Now batting, number 6.
So with 1 gone, a reminder that New York Mets baseball continues all season long here on MLB The Show, as you take a look there at where the 3 of us will be in the week ahead. So the base is empty here with 1 away, and that'll bring in Jeff McNeil. First delivery to him on the way. Hit hard to the right side. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting, first baseman, Pete Alonso.
At the plate, Pete Alonso. He drew a walk his first time up. Here it comes. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk, coming right after him here.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now a check swing, but that's in there for strike 3 anyway, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Mets. They're down 2-1. Welcome back to Flushing, Queens. Before we get back to baseball, let's check in with Heidi.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Don Mattingly about the Marlins' offensive production. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already. And he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. So stepping in, Harold Ramirez. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a cut fastball, but this bounces near the plate for a ball. The 1-0. And they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Boy, that's a jam shot right there. That's as good as it gets, in my opinion. Woo, up and in.
Now a cutter, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone.
Having a hard time putting this hitter away here, and when I was looking at the tape on him from his last start, this is what I saw a lot of. He's not closing the door on guys, and when that's the case, they eventually get a pitch that they can do something with. That is not the way he wanted to start off this half inning. It's one thing to walk the leadoff hitter, but it's even more painful when the leadoff hitter is an absolute burner, and he can really wreak some havoc on the bases.
From the stretch. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1.
You know, you think it's an 8-hole hitter right there. You shouldn't be taking that fastball, and you're right. But when you got the pitcher hitting behind you, you sometimes sit off speed because
it's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And it's a foul ball. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
To the plate now, Caleb Smith. Reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around. Now the 0-1. Showing bunt, but he winds up taking ball 1.
Great decision there to pull back. Step number 1 in getting a sacrifice bunt down, make sure you bunt a pitch that you can handle.
And they'll try and play for 1 here as he gets this one down. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection.
The batter number 2, second baseman, Jonathan.
Back to the top of the order now. And the switch hitter Jonathan VR will be the next to bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. In there for strike one. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Going back is the right fielder. Gone! A two-run blast to straightaway right field. First home run of the campaign for him as the Marlins have opened up a 4-1 lead.
No surprise with that swing of the bat. This guy is simply one of the best in the game right now. There's not too many guys that take a beautiful hack like that in the league.
Now batting, the shortstop, Miguel Rojas.
At the plate, Miguel Rojas. As he'll send a ground ball down to third. Davis grabs it cleanly. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. But 2 in the inning for the Marlins thanks to the 2-run home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 4-1 Miami. So here's the cleanup hitter, Michael Conforto. He drew a base on balls his first time up.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
In there, 0-1.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Man, that's another ugly swing right there. This team is just struggling so mightily to get on base. They've looked off balance all game.
And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd with a strikeout, and there's 1 away.
Now batting, catcher.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and next is the catcher Wilson Ramos. Here comes the first pitch.
Ball, that's outside.
Man, this guy has retired a whole slew right now. I think what he needs to do is just stay focused and keep attacking the game plan like he has up to this point, because everything he's done has worked.
Look out, 2-0 now.
Pretty easy takes to start out this at bat. None of those pitches were even close to the strike zone.
Called a strike on the inside part of the plate, 2-1. Off-speed pitch misses here, and he runs it to 3-1. Waiting his turn on deck, Yoenis Cespedes. Here it comes.
Strike 2. Full count.
Line toward the alley in left center. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. He'll get it into second. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
As a hitter, the only feeling better than hitting a bomb is driving one into the gap like that. He hustled out of the box knowing he was guaranteed a double, but I think he had thoughts of maybe a triple if the outfielder hadn't gotten it back in right away.
Yeah, there really wasn't any question about that one, going for extra bases off the bat. Here's Yoenis Cespedes as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Cespedes hits a little over the 270 mark. Really pulled that one across as the slider misses well inside.
Not even close with the 1-0. He needs to get back in the zone, but be careful. Work the quadrants.
Now the 2-0 home is a fastball taken for a strike on the outside corner. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. A swing and a shot hit down the corner.
But this one will bend foul. Had plenty of distance, though, as it landed in the upper deck.
And this one's in the dirt. But it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Up next to the net.
Now at the plate, J.D. Davis. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch on its way. Four to 1 our score as we play inning number 4. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1.
There is a base open here, so the option to work around him is there if they want to go that route.
Hit hard on the ground to third. Scooped up. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. The Marlins lead this one 4-1. So striding in, Corey Dickerson. No hits to this point.
The Marlins, the left fielder, number 23, Corey Dickerson.
Here's the first pitch to him. This one skied out toward right. Right fielder giving chase. He can't get there in time, and now it hops over the wall for a ground rule double.
Well, that will bring a smile to a manager's face every single time. First hitter of the inning just squares it up and bounces it over the fence. Even if it stays in the yard, that's a double either way.
And that'll bring in Garrett Cooper. And that's going to fall for a base hit. He'll come home with it. But not in time as he's across with the run.
Dan, back-to-back pitches, double, then single, ambush tactics.
Boy, I tell you what, they're swinging the bats early. You have a double, then an RBI single to drive him in. Potential for a real big inning here.
Now here comes the Mets skipper on his way toward the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So he'll depart after working just 4+ innings, as this will not go down as a quality start, that's for sure. Michael Wacha takes the ball here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out.
Number 45, Michael Wacha.
Standing in now, Brian Anderson.
And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right.
Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Outside at 94, 1 ball and 1 strike. Alonso trying to get there, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. 5 runs, 7 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the 2nd time here tonight. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Matt Joyce comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. In for a strike. It's 1-1.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Skied into very shallow right. Conforto is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Now batting, the right fielder, Harold Ramirez.
In now, Harold Ramirez. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Right there for strike 1. So far this season, Ramirez has a slugging percentage a little over .425, a respectable number. The 0-1 pitch. Hit back up the middle. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball is going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
First delivery to him on the way. Circle change there, called strike 1. 5 runs, 8 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Now a changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
Hit hard to the right. Foul. 2 down, runners at first and second. And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
Comes with the fastball, but it's outside for ball 4.
That walk is going to feel a little extra frustrating for this pitcher. Not only do you never really want to walk the number 8 hitter, but it's also going to let the pitcher hit this inning instead of forcing him to lead off the next one.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. In there for strike 1, 0-1.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now. A ball and 2 strikes to the Marlins pitcher. Softly hit out to short. McNeil at second to finish off the force play, and that retires the side. So it's 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and 3 men left on base. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Marlins lead it 5-1. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said they're not doing a very good job of hitting off the fastball today, which he said is a necessity in today's game. Otherwise, he explained, the pitcher never feels uncomfortable and believes he can get anyone out at any time. That hasn't been too far from the truth in this one, guys.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Leading up for the Mets, the center fielder, Jake Marisnick.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
1-0.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Two balls and no strikes to the Mets center fielder.
2-0 to count.
Take sign must have been on there because that's right down the middle. Strike one.
You know, Matty, I'll never understand this. You work so hard throughout the course of the season and course of this game to get in 1-0, 2-0, 3-1 counts. Guarantee yourself a fastball 80 to 90% of the time, and he takes it. Just can't understand the methodology there.
Strike two called, and it's full 3-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Joyce is there. One out. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Michael Waka. First at bat of the game for him here in the fifth, as he was a late entrant into this one. And now pitch on the way. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Joyce is there now, and he has it. Two gone.
The batter, number one, shortstop, Ahmed Rosario.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and up next will be the shortstop, Ahmed Rosario. First pitch of the at-bat. Fly ball out toward left center field. On the move is Joyce. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Mets go down 1-2-3. They're down 5-1. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Jonathan Villar. He'll start things out now in the top half of the sixth. First delivery to him on the way. Outside at 94, 1 ball and 1 strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
2-1 to count.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Cespedes is there. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, shortstop, Miguel Rojas.
So digging in now, Miguel Rojas. He was a ground out victim last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. We're in the 6th inning now of a 5-1 ball game. Oh, good spot on the black for strike 2.
You got to cover the whole plate now after letting him steal 2 strikes on the inside half.
Oh, and he hung him a curveball there, and he's going to live to regret it, as this ball is going to wind up well over the wall in left field. A long home run. So a solo shot down the line in left. Home run number 3 here in the early going, and it's now a 6-1 ball game.
Well, you could see when that one was tracking towards home, that was a hanging breaker right over the middle part of the plate, and that one wasn't coming back.
So now to the plate, Corey Dickerson. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Down the left field line and deep, and this will wind up a foul ball.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
And he chased one there as this is bounced to short. Rosario's got it. Throw gets him. 2 down.
The batter, the first baseman, Garrett Cooper.
Ready once again, Garrett Cooper. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. Swing and a liner. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night. So a solid single to left, and that gives him a multi-hit game here tonight. And as we show you the Marlins leaders in that category, you can see his total is good for 3rd best on the ball club. At the plate now, Brian Anderson. Lays off 1-0. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Didn't miss by much there, but it's just a bit high.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
3-0 now. Two out with the man at first. Taking all the way, and it's 3-1 now.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
The 3-1. And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take, and a walk is the result.
Standing in, Matt Joyce. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Slapped hard the opposite way. And that'll get down out there near the wall. A run in. Here's a second runner around third. And the tag gets him. That'll end the inning, but they do score 1 on the play. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Marlins 7 and the Mets 1. So here's Jeff McNeil. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Down the first baseline. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Up next to the net, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
1 away now for the Mets in the 6th. And up steps the power bat of Pete Alonso. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Marlins have some action in the bullpen now as a right-hander is up and throwing. Bases are empty. 1 man out. A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman.
1-1.
And here's a fastball, not close, as he runs it to 2-1 now. Popped him up. Cooper in foul ground. 2 gone.
Now batting, the right fielder, Michael Conforto.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Michael Conforto. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
Boy, this guy's got it going on right now. He's executing everything. He should feel pretty good. He's retired 7 in a row.
And he'll stay alive here as this is chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Trying to send him packing for the second time.
Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning.
Down in order go the Mets. They're down 7-1. Robert Gesellman enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it
Number
is.
65, Robert Gesellman.
Ready for another shot now. Harold Ramirez. Couple of singles to his credit thus far.
Harold Ramirez.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Ball. Hard one. Here.
The 1-2. Hit on the ground to short. Rosario brings it in. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting, the catcher, Jorge Alfaro.
Now at the plate, Jorge Alfaro. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. First offering on its way. Hit in the air to left field. And this will be taken in out there just a few steps in front of the track, and there are 2 away now.
The pitcher, number 31, Caleb Smith.
Coming to the plate now, the pitcher for the Marlins, Caleb Smith. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. First pitch on its way. Pops this one up. Right fielder coming on. He can't get there, so the inning will continue.
He came to play today. Not just only on the bump right there. He's thrown the ball well, but on the offensive side of the ball, he's able to contribute and help this offense put itself in position to score some more runs.
Stepping in now, Jonathan Villar. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. Comes set and the 0-1. And here's a pitch swung on and grounded toward Rosario at short. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. 1 hit, 1 left. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. It's the Marlins 7 and the Mets 1. Number 9 is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief.
Number 9, Josh Rader.
Digging in and looking for more, Wilson Ramos, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
First pitch of the at-bat. In there, no balls and a strike. The windup and the 0-1. Lifted in the air to center. Joyce is there. 1 out.
The left fielder, number 52, Johannes Cespedes.
So here's Johannes Cespedes. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out, nobody on. And here's a fastball, not close as he runs it to 2-1 now. Now here's the pitch.
2. 2-2's the count.
Too high, ball 3.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
And awfully close there on 3-2, but take your base, says Earl Hendricks. It's ball 4.
It's all a part of learning how to pitch in the big leagues. Major league hitters will not bail you out by swinging at pitches out of the zone, so he's going to have to continue to learn how to get guys out at this level.
Into the box, J.D. Davis. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Now, when you've got a 6-run lead out there, there's no reason not to go right at guys. You have to keep attacking the zone.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. There's Jake Marisnick. He'll get his shot next. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
Up next to the net, the center fielder, Jake.
Stepping in, Jake Marisnick. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here's the first pitch to him. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. A ground ball to third, and they could get 2. He's got it over to VR. On to first. It's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. Ready now for the Marlins, Miguel Rojas. He went deep earlier, and he's 2 for 4 to this point.
Going back to that last at-bat, that's not an easy thing to do, to pull a breaking ball on the inside part of the plate and keep it fair for a home run. This guy's got some pretty good bat control.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. A ball and a strike. The 1-1.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Now a swing at a ball popped in the air back behind short. Rosario stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. One gone.
Number 23, Corey Dickerson.
Ready now, Corey Dickerson. He was a ground out victim last time up. First pitch of the at bat on its way. A ball and no strikes.
1-0.
Now the pitch. Slider gets the outside. That's a strike. Bases are empty. One man out. And it's fouled away. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
2-2.
And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2. Garrett Cooper is on deck. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. And this one is gone. A home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Home run number 3 here in the early going, as this is now a 7-run ball game. Well, we've now seen 4 homers combined between these two clubs today. What are your thoughts, guys?
Yeah, Matty B, you don't see this very often, D-Row, when it's cold and chilly like this. Wind blowing in a little bit, but we're still seeing a lot of home runs.
Yeah, Dan, I can't explain it. Let's just tip our hats to both offenses right now because they came to play. Moving traffic against this cold weather, not easy to do.
Garrett Cooper is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. The windup and the 0-1.
Ball. 1-1.
And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Row, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. 2 out, nobody on. And this is low, ball 2, 2-1.
Sitting in a good spot right here. 2 ball, 1 strike count is yet to see a fastball. Have to be sitting on one right here.
The 2-1. Sent on the ground out to second. Reined in. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. But the Marlins tack on one more, courtesy of the solo home run. Bottom of the 8th coming up. It's the Marlins 8 and the Mets 1. Luis Guillorme will try and get his club back into it here as he'll pinch hit to lead off the home half of the 8th.
Luis Guillorme.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Guillorme, a 25-year-old. He was taken in the 10th round back in the draft of 2013.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was, there are definite signs that he has a chance to make an impact at the big league level.
And the move to the pinch hitter will not pan out as that's taken in for the first out.
Shortstop, Ahmed Rosario.
Stepping into the box, Ahmed Rosario. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. That's popped up. But this will land untouched. On its way, the 0-2 pitch.
That missed. That's the ball.
If I'm in the box, you take a step out right here. Take a deep breath after that high fastball. You got to be leery of him burying something in the dirt.
Hard liner, but picked up on a hop.
And that's the second out.
The batter, number 6.
So 2 are gone in the Mets half of the 8th, and that'll bring in Jeff McNeil. First delivery to him on the way. Weak grounder down the first baseline, but a foul ball here. 0-1. And this is high, a ball and a strike. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2.
2-1's the count.
The 2-1 home. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Mets go down 1-2-3. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Justin Wilson comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Wilson.
So striding forward now, Matt Joyce. He'll be charged with trying to get on board, leading off the 9th. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Wilson has seen his role change with those one-batter lefty specialists going the way of the dodo as a part of MLB's pace of play initiatives. And it's 1-1. Swung on, and this ball is hammered. Forget about it. Out of here, into the visitors' bullpen. A solo home run there for Matt Joyce, giving him an even 150 as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Normally this matchup is the last thing you want to see, left on left, but he kept his front shoulder square, stayed in that at bat, and absolutely demolished that baseball.
Now batting, right fielder, Harold.
In now, Harold Ramirez, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Strike taken up in the zone. One and 2 now. Base is empty here with nobody out. And strike 3 called as he gets a little help there. 1 away.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
To the plate now, Jorge Alfaro, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
2 mid-90s fastballs and you're down 0-2. This is where you got to take a deep breath and pot commit. You're either all in on another fastball or you're finding a way to stay back to attack something off speed.
The 1-2 is at the knees and called strike 3.
This tells me a lot about this guy. He's done a real nice job bouncing back from that home run to strike out the next 2 guys. Sometimes you're going to get taken deep, but it's all about how you respond that really matters.
Into the box now, number 9.
He'll roll over it and send it to shortstop. Rosario's got it cleanly.
Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. But the Marlins tack on one more courtesy of the solo home run. Last chance coming up here for the Metropolitans. It's the Marlins 9 and the Mets 1. Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
1-0.
Now the 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike 1.
1-1.
And it's 1-2. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. One away.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss and another strikeout.
Into the box, Michael Conforto. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The 1-0.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They didn't miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
Pitch popped up. Anderson is there, and folks are starting to head for the exits now. 2 gone here in the 9th.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson Ramos.
Mets down to their final out now. And next is the catcher, Wilson Ramos. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
After watching that one go by and a ball being called, you could rest assured he knows he's not getting away with another one of those. I guarantee you he's going to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And this ball's in the air to left field, and this should do it. And he will make the catch here to end things. And the Marlins have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over.
Well, just an excellent job right here closing this one out. He just collected the first save of his career. Got to start somewhere.
9-1 is the way this one ends. Miami get the win on the heels of 4 home runs. Caleb Smith takes the win on the mound, his 2nd of the year, permitting only 2 hits in 6 complete innings. Marcus Stroman was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. Number 9 takes the rare 3-inning save, his 1st of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First, for the victorious Miami Marlins, 9 runs, 14 hits, no errors. They left 10 men on base. For the Mets, 1 run on 2 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 16 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.